Hey friends, here's 3 things that I learned this year after completing my first ever New Year's resolution, which was to read a book a week for the entire year. Let's go. Okay, so number 1 is to make it as easy as possible for yourself. I know this sounds pretty obvious, but I've actually tried this goal in the past, and this is the first time I've ever actually completed a New Year's resolution. The way that I did it was by focusing on audiobooks. I love audiobooks because I can listen to them whenever I'm doing other things, and I still retain a lot of the information. Before, I used to say, oh, that wasn't good enough. I preferred to read paper books, and it just wasn't working for me. So I made it as easy as possible, counted audiobooks in my list, and the rest is history. Okay, so number 2 is to make it as interesting as possible for yourself and make it fun. Follow your interests. So for me, what this meant was in the past, I would get bogged down with, oh, I have to read this certain book, or, so-and-so says this book is supposed to be really good, so I have to read it. But in the end, it just meant that I would get a lot of books that I wasn't interested in, and frankly, I wouldn't read them. This year, I would just find whatever interested me at the time, whether it was psychology related or just fiction or something that my friends or family wanted me to read, and I thought could have been cool. So I followed my interests, and it made it a lot easier to actually get the reading done that I wanted. The more books I read, the more interested in a topic I would become, and the more that led me down a different rabbit hole of interest. So that's what I encourage you to do, is just follow whatever you're really into at the time. Okay, and number 3 is track your progress. All I did, as you can see, was write down the books that I was reading, but it made a huge difference. All of a sudden, I was much more interested in, oh, I've actually completed 20 books, and that gives you that little hit of motivation to keep going each time. So if you can see what you've done, you feel much more motivated to actually keep going and do more. So actually track your progress, write stuff down, keep a journal, whatever it takes, depending on what your goal is. That was really helpful for me. All right, y'all, that's it. I really hope this is helpful for you. Have a great 2022, and good luck with those goals.